Guys, I'm back with another video for you today, and this is a video that should have aired quite a while ago, but I was away out of the country and then I got back really tired with major jet lag. So finally it's getting up on air today, but normally I do these videos, most worn fragrances videos, in the middle of the next month, which this is my most worn fragrances of December 2018. So if you're curious to find out what they are, please stay tuned. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian with Smelling Great Fragrance Reviews. If this is your first time landing on my channel and you love watching fragrance reviews, finding out about new fragrances, discovering new brands, participating in giveaways, and still have not subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button below and also click the bell so you'll be notified for future videos and giveaways. So I wanted to also mention that it was a little difficult to do this video because on the 19th I traveled to Europe. And I took like a few fragrances with me, and I took like very small sizes. So after the 19th of December, I had just a minimal amount of fragrances, and normally I have access to my entire fragrance wardrobe of fragrances. So still, I wore great fragrances, and along the way, up until the 1st, I only bought a few fragrances and only opened up from those few fragrances one of them, which I reviewed, and that one is AZZARO's Amber Fever, which I reviewed from the trip, and I was really tired when I shot that video. So if you haven't watched that video, so do watch it. And that is on the list here. And so this is 7 fragrances, 7 most worn fragrances of December. At number 7, we have the fragrance VETIVERISSIMO, this one right here. This is from BRUNO FAZZOLART. And if you haven't watched my video with Bruno, check it out because you'll learn a lot about his fragrances. In fact, I have a playlist of fragrance videos and reviews that I've done with him, and you can find out about him. He's a San Francisco indie niche perfumer, and this is one of the most easiest to wear vetiver fragrances. It is a 30 ml bottle, as you can see as well. So I actually took this with me because I was taking very small bottles. So this is my 7th most worn fragrance of December 2018. And vetiver lovers, do check this one out because it's a really awesome vetiver fragrance. But I wasn't actually craving a lot of vetiver when I was on the trip. I was craving some unique things, and also I took some fragrances that are a little more appropriate for, I guess, warmer weather. Like the vetiver is I guess you can use that for like all year round, but I associate winter fragrances with like more intense fragrances. But the first 2 fragrances, the vetiver from the VETIVERISSIMO from BRUNO FAZZOLART, and this next one, Tokyo from GALLIVANT fragrances or perfumes, is more appropriate for like warmer weather, I think personally. But I really love this, and it's a 30 ml bottle, and I used up a lot of this because I really absolutely love this one. It is probably my most favorite from this house, currently next to the Amsterdam and Brooklyn and the London. But this one is a very unique incense fragrance with that wasabi, so it's a very green and spicy, fresh spicy, aromatic, but with a smoky unique touch to it. And I kept pulling for this one because it's not necessarily a traditional kind of scent, although it's very easy to wear. But I was looking for more unique fragrances. This one actually I don't really recommend to wear a lot in the winter because when it's really cold, I don't think it's going to work very well. But luckily, during my travels, I didn't really experience a lot of cold, so this was perfect. So this is Tokyo from Gallivant Perfumes, and that's at number 6. At number 5, going to the house of Parfums de NICOLAT, or NICOLAT Perfumer Creator. This is Musk Intense, another 30 ml bottle that I took with me. And I took this with me because of course it's compact, and I'm obsessed with musks lately. And this one has the best of kind of like slightly animalic world, and then also more clean world. And it's also got this really unique fruity touch with pear in there, and it's a really awesome musk fragrance. And this one actually has a perfect longevity even in a cold weather, so I really took this appropriately with me. This is really awesome, one of my favorite musk fragrances, and it was featured in my musk fragrances video that I had shot with Dahlia. So great fragrance, great house. One thing I want to let you guys know, I did shoot a video with one of the I guess executives of Parfums and NICOLAT in their flagship store where the lab is. So stay tuned for a video for Parfums and NICOLAT, and we're also going to do a giveaway, so look out for that. But if you don't know Musk Intense, check it out, and also check out all the fragrance videos and reviews I have for this house. This is Parfums and NICOLAT, a great house, a great niche house. So this is Musk Intense at number 5. So at number 4, we're going to the house of Lab on Fire, and this is a recent fragrance I had reviewed from this house. This is What We Did in Paris is Secret, and I wore this mostly before I got to Paris. So whatever I did before Paris is secret. Kidding, it wasn't. I documented most of everything I did on this trip on my Perfume Instagram account. If you don't know it and if you don't follow me there, I have a link in the info box. You can see what I did and all the different cities I visited. But what we did in Paris is Secret is an awesome tonka bean fragrance. It's got this beautiful bright sweetness to it, not overwhelmingly sweet. It also has this like doughiness to it, fruity touch. Just really delicious. It's almost like you're smelling dough that you're like, you know, preparing to, you know, knead and then also bake with like fruity touches thrown in. It has a dominant heliotrope note and then this big blast of lychee fruit. So good. I've heard people say it smells like Play-Doh. I don't get that, but I can see it because Play-Doh kind of smells like dough. So I've played with Play-Doh as a kid, and then also I've played with or used dough to bake, so to me it smells like more like real dough because I've been around real dough more than Play-Doh, I guess I should say. But what a great scent it is. It's created by Dominique Ropion, one of my favorite perfumers, and I absolutely love this one. It's an underrated house and one that people should talk about and should check out. There are a few other fragrances from this house that I'm looking forward to checking out in the future, but this is What We Did in Paris is Secret, a really yummy tonka bean gourmand, and that's at number 4. This next one is a duo that I had recently talked about or spoken about in a video, a layering combo. It's from the house of NISHANE. So I took with me 2 minis of their fragrances, and so this is HACIVAT, which all of you know I have a review for, and this is 100 Silent Ways, which of course was featured in the layering combo video, and the combo of these 2 layered together is really awesome, really sexy, really beautiful. 100 Silent Ways is a floral vanilla fragrance. HACIVAT is the, you know, that classy kind of masculine, fruity, woody, pineapple, citrus kind of combo. You know, people supposedly say it's like Aventus, but I can see the inspiration, but I think I prefer this one a little more than Aventus. But the 2 together was a match made in heaven. Even though I took these 2 bottles with me, I want to hold up the real bottles. Here they are, 100 Silent Ways and HACIVAT. I was going to say Aventus, but I shouldn't say that. But this is the 2 that are awesome combo. Now I've been also recently slowly getting into layering. This is something I dismissed, but it's not the first time I'm getting into it because I used to layer before a long time ago, and there was a period in my life after the 90s and the early 2000s where I was doing nothing but Joe Malone fragrances, and the Joe Malone sales associates always pushed layering because they want you to buy more than 1 fragrance at a time. So at that time I was dabbling into it, but I kind of changed after I got into more intense fragrances again, and I always thought, like, you know what, don't layer because it's already good as it is, but sometimes accidentally you layer things and then the combo smells great. And this was something that I had smelled on one of the owners of NISHANE. If you're curious to learn about these 2, check out my video about these 2 and learn how to layer them. But man, this is a great combo and a great way to take 2 mini 15 ml bottles. I don't know if these are for sale yet. Check out their website to see, but I love these little mini bottles. They're really cool. And they're very lightweight too. I could have taken these on carry-on. I didn't take a carry-on. You are now limited to 100 ml total liquid. I decided to just pack it into the suitcase, and I took a bunch of samples with me carrying. Anyway, that was number 3. And number 2 is the Amber Fever from AZZARO. And this is the only one I found from the three fragrances that were announced together: Naughty Leather and Hot Pepper, and then Amber Fever. So I ended up buying this one at a store called Nocibe in somewhere in the Normandy region of France, and I wore it a lot just to test it out. It's kind of interesting with this one. I love it and I hate it at the same time, because at some points when I smell it, it kind of reminds me of a very mass designer fragrance, and at other times it kind of smells really like an awesome amber fragrance. But that's why I'm putting it at the very top, because I wore it so much on the trip just to test it out. And I don't know if these are going to make it to the States. I'm not sure, but hopefully they will. And on the trip, I never even saw Hot Pepper or Naughty Leather, so I don't know what's going on. But either way, this is AZZARO Amber Fever from their AZZARO Pour Homme collection. I don't think it's like necessarily a flanker, but it's definitely kind of like playing on their, capitalizing on the success of AZZARO Pour Homme. Now I still prefer AZZARO Pour Homme Intense, the EDP that came out back in 2015. I absolutely love that one, but this one, it's a love and hated fragrance. It seems like a good designer amber, but when you've already tested so many awesome amber fragrances, this one kind of falls flat for me. But if you're just discovering amber and fragrances, this is a good one to start with. So this is Amber Fever from AZZARO. Finally, last but not least, I didn't take this one on the trip with me, but I was wearing it so much in the beginning of December for my review, and I absolutely fell head over heels for this one. This is Bois Mystique from HOUBIGANT. What a classy fragrance, oh my god. It's so good. It is so good. It smells like polished wood, but very, very sexy and very classy. Sophisticated, masculine, gentlemanly fragrance. Very similar. I'm not saying smell-wise it's similar, because they're not, but HOUBIGANT, you associate that with like classy masculinity. Same with this one. It's very, very classy. It comes off classy, smells rich, wealthy, sophisticated, all that kind of stuff. And hopefully you watched my review of this one. And a great scent. Bois Mystique is awesome. Check it out. It is from the house of HOUBIGANT, a house that I really, really like. And this is definitely not a disappointment. Now for me, I'm preferring this a little more than HOUBIGANT's Fougère Royale. Cologne Intense was always number 2 for me after HOUBIGANT's Fougère Royale. Now this one is number 1, Fougère Royale 2nd, and then Cologne Intense 3rd. I do have a comparison video of HOUBIGANT's Fougère Royale with Cologne Intense if you're curious to check it out. And of course, check out the review for this one to learn all about it. So this is Bois Mystique from HOUBIGANT, and that is at number 1, and that's the list, guys. So let me know if you've tried any of these fragrances. Are you interested in these fragrances? Do you like these fragrances, or just don't even like them? Because I always like to know who likes what and who doesn't like what. So let me know that. Put some comments down and let's get a conversation started. And hopefully we'll do the next one sooner, because January is over and we're gonna go into February soon, and I'll make sure to get that up you know, by the middle of the month, so that it is not too far off. Other than that, guys, if you guys have any questions or comments, please list below. Please like this video, please share it, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.